Well, hi there. Welcome to You Can Emerge Positive. I'm your host, Deanne. I'm also your mindset coach, and I am here to help guide you in designing your next decade on purpose. Here, we like to keep it short and sweet, to the point, but also encouraging and giving you tidbits that you can use today that will help improve your life. So today I want to just open it right up with a quote that recently hit me like a sledgehammer, and I thought I've got to share this. Now, this is a book. It's a quote from Jen Sincero, who wrote a book called You Are a Badass. It was out several years ago. I love it. It is so great. If you haven't read it, go read it. It's fun. She's entertaining. You'll laugh, but it's so encouraging and inspiring as well. Okay, so here's the quote that she said. If you're serious about changing your life, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Ugh, I mean, that just hits you right in the gut, doesn't it? And the reason why is we've all been there. We've all made up those excuses as to why we can't stay on our diet, as to why we started drinking wine again, as to why we're not going to the gym, right? We've all been there. So I want to just talk about today how we can take tiny steps and turning it from an excuse into actually creating a solution and a way to get where you want to be. Now, if you're anything like me, like I said, we've all been there. And I've been there. I know what it's like to actually stand in the way of what I want. And that seems kind of crazy because if you really want something, why would you stop yourself or standing in the way of actually achieving what you say you really want in your life or what you want to achieve? So it really leads to the question of, what do I really want? And that's a question that we have to ask ourselves. Asking, what do I really want, is truly the beginning of creating that change, of creating an action, of finding a way of getting there. Now, let me ask you, what are you standing in the way of right now? What are you standing in the way of what you say you want, what you want to achieve, how you want to look, how you want to feel? What is it that you are standing in the way of? It is really wild to think that we are the roadblock, right? But we're also the key because we can change, we can make the choice to make a different choice, to take action, and actually achieving our goal. So I want to give you this very simple framework called Find a Way. Find, F-I-N-D. And we're going to have four things that go with the word find that'll help just kind of trigger this for you when you're thinking about this later. So the first thing is F. You want to face what you really want. You got to get clear. Like, what is it that you're really trying to accomplish, what you really want in your life? And give yourself time because this may not be a quick answer. It may seem like you should be able to just answer it right away, 30 seconds, but it may take some thought because it's something that maybe you haven't really considered in your life. So take some time stroll, go on a walk, think about it when you're in the shower. What do you want? Ask yourself. And when you know, truly, you'll feel it in your gut, you'll feel it in your heart. Then move forward to the second one, which is I. Identify the blocker. Now, do not be surprised if the blocker is you. I mean, it probably is you, and it's me too. So don't be upset by that. We are stopped and frozen by fear. That is almost 100% the reason why we get in the way of what we really want or what we think we really want. It's that fear and doubt that seeps in. What are people going to think about me? What if I can't do it? What if I fail? What if I don't know enough? Well, these are the things that get in your way from an ego perspective. But if you really, really want to achieve something, you will find a way through. And I've said this before, fear is something that you must walk through to conquer. It is something that feels so real, so intimidating, but if you just take action and walk through it, it dissipates as if it was nothing. It is the most amazing thing in that regard. But anyway, identify the blocker. Then you go into N, which is nudge, a micro step. You want to nudge a micro step. Now, what do I mean by that? A micro step is all you need to take to create change. And I think one of the biggest problems that we all make when we say, okay, I'm going to lose the 20 pounds, or I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to go get that new career, whatever it is that we're working for, we tend to tell ourselves that we have to blow up our life in order to achieve it. That you can't just make a little tiny change and expect to get there. That you have to, stop eating carbs completely and run for an hour every day and. And before you know it, within 2 to 3 days of committing to whatever it is you've committed to, it typically crumbles because it's ridiculous. The stress and the expectation of blowing up your life to try and achieve a goal. It's just not real. But the reality is that when you take these little micro nudges, they do add up to big change. And I do just want to do a little aside here. I was talking to one of my really good girlfriends the other day about this very thing, and she was telling me in the conversation that, wow, my life is incredible right now. Like, I feel great. I have so much energy. I'm not stressed. Like, nothing is wrong. I'm not worried about things. Like, my life is in a fabulous place. And she said, I really had some self-awareness of looking back of like, what have I been doing that led me here? And what she saw is that she had been taking over the last 6 months these little micro changes that over these 6 months' time have led to where she is right now. So it really doesn't take a lot. It just takes one step. That one step to get you forward. Okay, the last one is D, design your environment. Now, this one is important. You've got to support yourself, right? So if you have decided that you're to get you to where you need to be, you need to go to the gym every morning before you go to work because that's the time it's not going to get interrupted. It's going to energize you and get you through your day. What you do for the D part of this, design your environment, is you put your workout clothes in your bathroom. So when you roll out of bed, you just put them right on and you don't even think about it and you go. You just make your environment supportive of the goal you're trying to reach. If you're trying to lose weight, do not have cookies and ice cream and whatever else that you like, chips, inside your house. Don't do it. Like, you've got to design the environment to support you so that you are making your pathway as easy as possible. You're getting rid of the block, right? So find, face what you really want, identify the blocker, nudge the next micro step, and design the environment. These four things are what are going to start you on the pathway of creating this change, of finding a way and not an excuse. Okay? So now, I want to just do a quick exercise with you that if you can do this today, if not, find a time tomorrow morning just to do this. It's 5 minutes. This is not a long thing, but it's on the same pathway of what we're just talking about that will help cement it because you'll be writing it down. You'll be thinking for yourself about specifically about what you want to do. And this is one thing that you're going to do, right? We're not talking about changing the world. We're talking about one little change. And I know it's November, December time, it's holiday time. I know that we're busy and this is like the last time that you want to start your goals, but why not start now? Like, not starting now because it's holiday time is an excuse. We're talking about finding a way. Okay, so 5 minute exercise. I want you to write down the goal that actually matters to you. Just one sentence. What is the goal that actually matters to you that you really want to see happen in 2026? What is it that is going to make you so happy? When you come to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day of 27 and you look back on the year, what is it that would make you just like, oh my God, I did it? What is that one goal? Then after you write that down, and again, that may take you some time to really figure out and take it. Take all the time that you need. If you are not clear, then think about it as you're going through your days. The next thing you do is you write down your top excuse as to why you wouldn't make this goal or why you shouldn't make this goal. What is your number one excuse? In other words, what are you blocking yourself with, right? What is your top excuse? Then choose one micro nudge, micro action that you are going to do that will start you moving in the right direction. This should be something, when I say a micro action, I mean like it's less than 5 minutes. You shouldn't have to like stress about it or go, oh, I don't have time for this. Like it should really be easy, simplistic, but meaningful. Like it is aligned with where you're going to go. So, what one little micro step can you take that will start you creating the way and getting you away from the excuse? Then I want you to put on your calendar when you're going to do this. Like literally schedule it. Make it a non-negotiable, make it something that you absolutely are committing to. So like if you are looking to save money and you need to start, you need to go to your bank so that there's like an automatic flow of money that's going into your savings so that every week there's $10 or something that's going into your savings account, then put it on your calendar for Monday during your lunch hour or when you can go on Monday that I'm going to the bank and I'm setting this up. And then do it. Okay. And then place one visual cue in your environment that is going to help you continue to do what you need to do to reach your goal. So we talked about the workout clothes in your bathroom. Maybe it's putting your walking shoes by the door. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's creating a grocery list and buying foods that you need to have. But you've got to have something in your environment that when you see it, it's going to go, oh yeah, I need to do that. Because we have a way of like forgetting, conveniently forgetting, right? Like, oh God, I forgot all about that. No, if you have visual clues and things in your environment that are meant to support where you're going, you will go there. Okay, I just also want to just remind you in this exercise, you do not need to blow up your life, right? All we're talking about are small steps. When done consistently, will get you to your goal. That's it. It's really not difficult. And when we take ourselves and our fear out of the equation, you will be surprised at how easy it is to do, truly. So if you want to keep choosing your wins over excuses, I am inviting women over the age of 40 into a brand new community that I have created called Beyond by Emerge Positive. And Beyond is meant to help you design your next decade. And it is specific for women who are designing their chapter two, who are in a life pivot, who have recently become an empty nester and are figuring out, like, what do I do now? Because we are still young. If you are 45 or 55 or 65 years old, there are so many years left in your life. And it is up to you to design the life that you want. If you just sit back and wait for something to happen, it's not going to. This is on us to design, to create a life that we are happy in. I mean, doesn't mean that you need to become a billionaire and start some major company. That's not what I'm saying here. Everyone is going to have their own version of what makes you happy. What do you want the next decade of your life to be? That's that's the question to ask yourself and beyond. And that is what we're going to work on together. There are live group classes, there are coaching classes, there are live master classes, there's motivational things that happen, all these different elements that come to help support you with your morning routine and your journaling. And also, we're going to create accountability groups so that you're not alone. Like women who are working on similar aspects in their life will be there to help support you along your way, along as well as me. And I am so excited about this. December is right now, this is the first month of the program. We are just opening up now. And it's if you sign up in December, you will become a founder. And what it means to be a founder is you get to have a say on the content that is coming your way throughout this program month after month, so that you're not just necessarily sitting back and hearing about something that is not relevant to you. You'll have a say of, this is what I'm working on, this is what I need help with, and that is what is going to be discussed in that month's program. It is meant for you to have something that you can be proud of, that is working for you and with you and building you up. It also is half off if you come in the month of December. So it's only $19 a month. if you come in December. After December, it's going up on January 1 to $39 a month, which is still an amazing deal for everything that's happening. But if you come in December, you will have a $19 a month fee for the rest of your time as long as you're in the program. I will not raise your rate, but I'm never coming back to the $19 again. This is a one-time only. It's its very first month, and I'm really excited that you would come and be a founder and be part of this from day one. It is going to be an amazing thing. So I have the link down in the description here on YouTube. Take a look. And if you have questions, email me, send me a note. I'd be more than happy to go through any details with you. But there's a 30 back money guarantee. There is, you can cancel anytime. So there's really no risk. And that's my goal. I just want to make it simple, make it easy, make it really impactful and successful for you. So we're going to create your next decade on Beyond. Link, sign up. Can't wait to see you there. All right. Well, I can talk about that all day long. I am so pumped about. I can't even tell you. So pumped up about it. But for today, I wanted just to thank you truly for coming and spending some time with me talking about making change in our lives. It is so essential. And whether you come on the Beyond program or not is obviously up to you. But don't do nothing. Don't stand in the way. Don't choose the excuse. Choose to take action. Stand up and say, I am taking responsibility for my life, and make the changes that you need. One little step at a time. That's all you need to do. That's if you take nothing else from this episode, take that away, because you have the power to create a life that you love, and you can emerge positive. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next Wednesday.